YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Thanks for joining me for the day. If you're watching this video in full, I have a video up on my channel right now as a day through my entire day. So I've already run a few errands. I did cut the grass. I left that out for you guys because it's boring. But now I am off to pick up a coffee, hopefully, and pick up my bulb. I got a fluorescent bulb that I need to, this lady's on the phone here while she's driving. Never mind, she's texting while driving. Just want to get out of her way. So I gotta go pick up a fluorescent bulb today at the store, for the store. I got lack of lighting in there, so let's see what's going on, if the ballasts are burnt out or what's happening. Okay, anyways, guys, Morning Coffee with Mike. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, Patreon supporters, for supporting me on Patreon and getting me this coffee. Today, Hong Kong. What is going on? One country, two systems. Why? Why is this happening? Well, China, you know, China always tries to put all their cards on the table. And China's always looking for trouble when it comes to international affairs. Hong Kong wants to be sovereign. Hong Kong wants to have its own jurisdiction and laws and have protection for its citizens, right? Now, China, mainland China, is trying to implement a law now where they can extradite basically criminals or anybody that they deem as criminals. Now the Chinese, anybody that goes against China or against China's status quo is a criminal, regardless. If you want to build a church, or you want to create a newspaper to open people's minds and freedoms of being a human being, a lot of people in the West don't know how good they have it now, or until now. Before things start changing here, once they bring in over the 5G camera system, China has a social credit score, and now China wants criminals to be extradited into China. And what are criminals? I believe it's people that make YouTube videos, people that talk, journalists that write stories, people that are exposing China for what it is. China could go to hell, in my opinion, right? The communist Chinese and their way of thinking. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen, guys. I really hope Hong Kong does not stand. Now you're having a lot of riots. They didn't have the raising of the flag, the raising of the flag in Hong Kong for the first time in I don't know how many years now, and that's a huge embarrassment right now. Hong Kong, for those that don't know, was a British colony for a good while. The longest colony in China was the Portuguese with Macau. Their presence in Asia, or China. In Asia, sorry, the Portuguese presence in Asia is 289 years longer than any other European power. And China right now, I don't know why they're pulling this. I don't know why China's pulling this. I get it, but Hong Kong is such a small, autonomous area. Why can't they just leave it alone? But heck, why can't China leave Taiwan alone, right? Why do you think all these countries want independence from, well, a lot of Canada Day celebrators here in Merritt? Why do you think all these countries don't want nothing to do with China? You know, I think Trump has the right idea when it comes to tariffs and tariffing the country for, it's a lot of bad things it does to its people, and now you're frowned upon if you're Catholic, and you get put into, apparently there's encampments and stuff in China. You guys can look it up for yourself. It's all on record. But man, what is going on? Now I've been watching the riots a little bit this morning, live streaming the riots were live streamed, and yeah, there's a lot of people walking over to Rotary Park right now for the Canada Day celebration, so it's going to be a nice one. My family's all there right now. I'm going to join them in a bit. So go back to my channel if you're not watching it. There's a day with Mike. I kind of started my day with cutting the grass, going to the store, doing things, doing extra videos. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got to slam the brakes here. Wow. I think it's the first time in 2 years I had to slam my brakes in this town. But parking, it looks like it's not feasible here. Oof. Gonna park a few miles away. Yeah, there's people parked miles away. There's people parked way up here. Wow. Yeah, Canada Day celebrations. It's gonna be a good one. I might take a walk over to the park and find the family. But Morning Coffee with Mike, yeah, thank you, Patreon supporters. But yeah, you know, this whole Hong Kong thing, man. You know, Shanghai and all the major cities there, man. China's got a lot. I don't know what they want from Hong Kong. They want to bring over now. First, they start with bringing over the criminals. Then they start with banning music. Then they start with banning television and internet and all kinds of other things. You know, I'm really shocked. Well, I shouldn't be shocked. It's China, right? And what do you usually expect from China, right? When it comes to these kind of things, they're still living in the Mao dictatorship. Nothing much has changed in the way of, I guess, more places have electricity and water now than there were 40 years ago, I guess. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. China has been, you know, developed nicely in a lot of areas. It's a great tourist area to go check things out, but man, it's pulling the wrong strings right now. And then, you know, the whole one country, two different rules, two different leaders, but two different laws. It's becoming a big problem. I knew China, and then once China's done with Hong Kong and they use their force, right now they're using rubber bullets and tear gas to disperse the people. But I think it's just gonna get worse. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see them being any more friendlier than what they are right now. I don't know what I'm seeing right now, but I do see that it's going to be a bit of a gong show. It's going to be a bit of a problem, you know? A lot of people here at the Tim Hortons, but the drive-thru is half empty, so I'm going to go ahead and drive-thru's half full. Lots of beautiful motorcycles here. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful Canada day. It's hot though. It's really hot. So people need to really kind of take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hong Kong. One country, two rules. Not good. I know Macau is pretty much mafia run. There's a lot of mafia there, a lot of Portuguese mafia in Macau. They've been controlling Macau for, family's been controlling Macau there, I don't know, for the last couple of 100 years. But we'll see what happens, guys. I'm really interested to see where things head from here with the Hong Kong riots. I haven't been bringing it up. I probably didn't even bring it up at all, because I kind of wanted to see how it unfolded a bit. Kind of wanted to get a more perspective on what's happening. We know what's happening. We all know what's happening. Anyone watching this video this long knows what's happening in Hong Kong. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. You know, let's see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. I mean, this could be a massive human rights infringement that, you know, I think it's just like how in Japan, a lot of people don't know this, but Japan actually kicked off World War II. I think it was in 1933 or 1932 when they invaded Manchuria. When Japan invaded Manchuria, that's in my opinion when World War II started, with the invasion of Manchuria by the Japanese. I think what's going to happen is I think China will start strong-arming a bit tougher and showing who's boss. And then I think Taiwan is the next one to basically start having to play by the book, I guess, if you want to say it. Anyways, guys, Mike Martin's here. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on this beautiful Canada Day. And stay strong, people. Stay hydrated. And thanks for watching.